There are currently 8 billion people in the world at the time of recording of this video. But why is a handful of people perceived to be smarter than the rest of the population? Why is it that we find few people smarter and more capable than us? What makes them so special? Is their brain bigger than the rest of us? Is it because they are born like that? Or is it because they have learned something that we haven't figured out yet? To answer these questions, we are going to do some facts checking and we'll dig deeper into our brains. And we'll try to understand what makes some people so smart and how can we become smarter. The human brain is primarily made up of neurons and glial cells. Neurons are the primary signaling cells of the brain and are responsible for transmitting information between different regions of the brain and between the brain and the rest of the body. They have specialized structures, such as dendrites and axons, that allow them to receive and transmit signals. Glial cells, on the other hand, are non-neuronal cells that provide support and protection for neurons. They play an important role in maintaining the environment around neurons, supporting the growth and development of new neurons, and providing nutrients to neurons. The brain is also composed of various substances, including water, lipids, proteins, and minerals. These substances are essential for the normal functioning of the brain and play an important role in maintaining the structural and functional integrity of the brain. So, let's ask this question to ourselves. What is intelligence? Intelligence is directly tied to intellectual capacity. It's about being able to learn, remember, and use new information to solve problems and adapt to new situations. For simplicity, we can say our intelligence can be affected by two factors: inherited ability and brain structure. Like most aspects of human behavior and cognition, intelligence is a complex trait that is influenced by both genetic and environmental factors. One scientific study suggested that 40 to 60% of intelligence is estimated to be hereditary. Intelligence is highly heritable, but it is not the only determinant. Intelligence is also strongly influenced by the environment. During a child's development, factors that contribute to intelligence include their home environment, parenting, education, availability of learning resources, healthcare, and nutrition. Researchers at the University of Washington found that a secure emotional bond between a mother and child is crucial for the growth of some parts of the brain. Notice how one kid unwittingly behaves in a certain way to a given problem than other kids, and how we are pre-programmed to react to certain types of fears. So it is clear that we get some intelligence from our ancestors, but given the fact that we have no control over what we inherit. Naturally, second question that comes to our mind is, what can we do to increase intelligence? The answer to this question is brain structure. The average adult human brain weighs about 3 pounds, that is roughly around 1,300 to 1,400 grams, and varies considerably in size across adults. Does that mean having big brains will make you more intelligent? Certainly not. There is a long-standing debate in the scientific community about the relationship between brain size and intelligence. So far, there has been no conclusive evidence that suggests a positive correlation between brain size and measures of general cognitive ability and intelligence. There are some examples of individuals with smaller brain sizes who exhibit high levels of intelligence. So if we remove genetics and brain size from the equation, then what can make us intelligent? Well, strengthening our brain structure. Do you remember? We discussed how our brain is made up of neurons and glial cells. I will try to explain them in simple terms. Neurons are specialized cells that are responsible for transmitting information in the brain. They receive signals from other neurons through their dendrites, integrate the information in the cell body, and then send the processed information down their axons to other neurons. They are essential for every action that our body and brain carry out. It is the complexity of neuronal networks that gives us our personality and our consciousness. Glial cells, on the other hand, support and protect neurons in various ways. There are several types of glial cells, and they provide physical and metabolic support to neurons and help regulate the chemical environment of the synaptic gap. Synaptic gaps means gaps between neurons. So in simple terms, glial cells protects and helps in transporting nutrients to neurons, holds neurons in place, and digest parts of dead neurons and ensure the continued function of neurons. So, basically it means our brain can change over a period of time. It is like a muscle. The more we work it, the more efficient it gets. If you notice, people who practice music instruments become better at playing it. Those who do math problems or learn a foreign language become better at it over a period of time as they form new neural connection in brain. By regular practice, they are constantly strengthening certain pathways in their brains. This whole process is called brain plasticity, also known as neuroplasticity, and refers to the brain's ability to change and adapt in response to experience. This means that the brain is capable of reorganizing itself by forming new connections between neurons, strengthening existing connections, and even creating new neurons. So, our next logical question is, what can we do to form these new neurons? Or strengthen existing connections between neurons? We asked few neuroscientists some ways which can potentially support the formation of new neurons and increase the number of glial cells in our brain. Few of them are as follows. Number 1. Exercise. Exercise has been shown to increase the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein that supports the survival and growth of neurons. Regular physical activity can also stimulate the growth of new neurons and increase the number of glial cells. Number 2. Diet. Eating a healthy diet that is rich in antioxidants and omega-3 fatty acids can support brain health and potentially increase neurogenesis and the number of glial cells. Number 3. Sleep. Getting enough quality sleep is important for overall brain health, as well as for the growth and maintenance of neurons and glial cells. Our body repairs itself when we sleep. Number 4. Mental stimulation. Reading and learning new information challenges the brain and forces it to create new connections between neurons. This process, known as synaptic plasticity, can lead to the formation of new neurons in some regions of the brain, such as the hippocampus, which is important for learning and memory. Also, the mastery of different fields trains you to look at problems from multiple viewpoints, which makes original insight more likely. Number 5. Stress management. Chronic stress has been shown to reduce neurogenesis and the number of glial cells in certain regions of the brain. Practicing stress management techniques, such as mindfulness and exercise, can help reduce stress and potentially support the formation of new neurons and the increase of glial cells. The answer to why some people are smarter than others is a bit more complex than one might think at first. However, our cognitive abilities are not static. They can be changed over time. Genetics do play a big role in making someone intelligent, but environmental factors cannot be dismissed either. Even if someone is born with a good genetics, their education, health, and nutrition will affect the overall cognitive development. Most people prefer shallow learning over conceptual learning, thus not able to apply knowledge properly. So try to focus on underlying concepts. Like Elon Musk enunciates time and again, it is important to view knowledge as sort of a semantic tree. Make sure you understand the fundamental principles, that is the trunk and big branches, before you get into the leaves, or there is nothing for them to hang on to. Almost all smart people we see around ourselves use this principle all the time. When they read new topic, they ask question until they know enough about that topic to be able to explain it to others in simple manner. Once they start to do that, they start to form new neural connections and strengthen existing ones in the brain. So, if you are not genetically gifted but genuinely work on your overall health, maintain healthy lifestyle, challenge your brain time to time and learn new things, you can actually become smarter. So, to conclude, we saw how our intelligence is dependent on inheritance and our brain structure. We can't control what we inherit, but with continuous learning and following healthy lifestyle, we can surely increase our intelligence. This brings us to the end of this video. Thanks for watching. More content on this topic will be released soon. So please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for notifications. Also, please don't forget to like and share our videos. Till the next time. See ya and take care. Thank you.